Okay, so there's a new trend. These are my Halo complaints. First of all, I want to give props to Bungie, makers of Halo 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know about 4, but I want to give props to Bungie because I loved Halo when Bungie was the creators. But when 343 Industries bought it, we got into this like technological evolution. And then today we have these developers. This has probably been going on ever since like 2000 or something when you were able to play online with people. Developers, there's a trend where developers are getting off on their gamers. So this is damages because those are my stats. Those are my Halo stats. First of all, I had the most sticks in Halo 5 for over a year, and I was only surpassed recently, and I discontinued playing Xbox, and I was still the leader for like an entire year basically. And Basically we have it's false advertising also, and I haven't taken these guys to court yet. These are the ones that are in California, 343 Industries. But yeah, there needs to be a trend. Like I'm seeing all these complaints that are piling up against like Apple and stuff, and then there's just all this. There's like an announcement like Apple has a bunch of complaints tallied up against them, and I'm trying to get all these complaints tallied up against 343 so they could make Halo 6 better than Halo 5. Because I don't know if this happened with Halo 4, but we got developers that are getting off on their gamers. Probably uh, people that they choose to get off on or their leaderboards. And those are my stats. I'm OCD, and I'm gonna delve into the specifics of of my situation. So hi, I'm Greedy Glutton. It's a space between Greedy and Glutton, and that's a capital I instead of an L in Glutton. And it's my gamer tag on Halo Greedy Glutton, and I had the most sticks in Halo 5. Plasma grenade direct kills. For those of you who aren't aware what a stick is, plasma grenades direct kills. Two people just passed me in the last year as I discontinued playing November 2017. And leader currently has 11.5 thousand sticks in 24,000 games. Second placeman, runner up, has 11,000 sticks in 9,000 games, and I have 10.5 thousand sticks in 2,300 games. I discontinued playing Xbox when I was at 2,222 games, and I wanted Halo 10 players to look back thinking that they have the highest sticks, and then to see me at 2,222 games. And I'm OCD, and I was playing this game for 8 months straight, basically, and that's how I wanted my stats to look like, even though they had been screwing with me since about 1,800 games. Anyway, and the way their monthly leaderboards work is if you play on like the 1st of June or something, then your monthly resets. So you can have a bunch of records at the top of the monthly. So I just continued playing at the end of October. I had 3.6 thousand sticks in a month, and I had 4.1 thousand. I had 3,600 sticks and 4,100 plasma kills in a month, and then I quit Xbox completely. Uh, Looked a week later, and it was at 2,344. So I ended at 2,222. Checked a week later, it was at 2,344, and didn't even have to re-recover my gamer tag on my Xbox. So that's either them. Uh, and this forced me to play more games. It's at 2-3-4-4, right? They're provoking me to play 2-3-4-5, and I had already discontinued playing Xbox completely. And so they're forcing me to play more games uh, when I wouldn't have, as I'm OCD about my stats, and I wanted Halo 10 players to look back at my unbeatable stats, and I wanted it how I was having it. I was at a good pace, and I wouldn't even discontinue playing Halo on that day unless my stats were OCD towards me. Then, if the number was good, I would even get less sticks to make the number look good. Um, for if I just continue playing even one day. And these guys put me at 2344 after I discontinued playing Xbox completely. And it's one of the only leaderboard playlists not led by an AI because they have bots that can see where the head is and stuff. And I'm just like sticking kids because I understand where they're going to be and stuff like that. Aim for back shoulder if they're going to be somewhere, just in case they divert, as AI would search as like a plus sign and a multiplication sign over each other as options, and I understand where the best place. That's why I'm beating the AI. And an AI isn't even close. A bot isn't even close. Anyway, they put me in a permanent playlist against bots at 1,800 games. So 1,800 games in, I'm already a big deal on Halo Tracker and Halo Waypoint, if Halo Waypoint would step it up. Anyway, already a big deal. And at around 1,800 games, uh, they put me in a permanent playlist against bots. I don't know if they put me with kids younger than me or something, but they were ill-hearted, and they put me in a permanent playlist against bots at 1,800 games. So the last 420 some games, I was just playing against bots, and they lag out the first two sticks of every game and every stick after six. So I'd miss out on the first two sticks of every game. They'd lag it out, lag it on me, uh, lag it to where I stuck myself. And first two sticks of every game, I don't have proof of this. And uh, this better not happen in Halo 6, which is going to be on PC, where I'm probably going to get hacked while they're doing this at me. And so they lag the first two sticks of every game and every stick after six. So I'd get a dozen sticks and end up with six. First two lagged out, last four lagged out. And I was getting double digits a game. So I'm way ahead of anyone else. And they made 400 of my last games just end at six sticks. And so I'd get a dozen and end up with six for 450 of those games. Anyway, they were having their way with me. They're forging on me, blowing me up on random parts on the map, getting off on me. Literally, I have this list of things that people who are supposed to provide adequate customer service provide improper customer service, and I have this list of things that they do. I'm going to make another list of all the things that these guys were doing to me. It's going to be pages long of bullet points in essay form, and it's going to be literally anything possible that they could have done. They'd write a program on me. It'd take them 5 minutes, like they're getting off on me, and I'd be playing for 8 hours. I'd be playing all day with a fucking program written on me that a dude took 5 minutes and just moved on to the next thing, ruining my day. I'm a 24-year-old, yeah, and he's ruining my weeks, and um, yeah, and they were having their way with me, putting me on the only map without plasma grenades 10 games in a row. That was obvious. Blowing me up, random parts on the map, forging on me, lagging me out of games, which would remove the game completely, I think, or maybe remembering incorrectly. Moving my crosshair, moving my cursor, and writing programs on me in 5 minutes. I was playing all day, screwed with all these programs written on me trying to play. And so basically, we have a situation where developers are getting off on players, and we have a situation where developers are getting off on players and it's not being acknowledged. And I don't know how you're going to solve it, but maybe you need a certain number of computers allowed in their headquarters. You need a certain number of computers allowed on their IP or wherever they stream from, and you need a certain number of computers, and you need constant surveillance on those computers. And if one of them diverts from that surveillance, if one of them diverts onto a VPN or something, if one of them diverts IP address for a second, then it's going to be an issue, and they better be fined or something. And they need to have the exact inventory of the number of computers that those people are working with, and we need surveillance on where, because these are my gamer stats. It's not going to be an ongoing trend. and they're going to tell me to give proof, and this is going to be an issue. I've been tweeting all of them, telling them I'm not going to have kids unless they give me what I want, because these are the guys. I'm tweeting all of them, following them, saying fuck you to every one of their statuses, and saying I'm not going to have kids if you guys don't do this for Halo 6 and discontinue what you're doing, making this known to every member of 343, just in case it's only rogues that are doing this to me. Or I think they have an army of kids that are like not even like teenagers or something. They have like young kids, part of 343, and they're just sicking them on us, and I'm not going to take it. And Yeah, basically, uh, false advertising damages 8 months of my life hobby. This is a new ability. I don't know how long it's been going on, but they were doing anything and everything detrimental and they could think of. And this did not occur in Halo 4, as to what I remember, but maybe leaderboards of Halo 4 would say something different. And so what I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do? Contact Microsoft? Xbox isn't gonna do anything. Contacted the Xbox guy, tweeted him. He didn't do shit. People don't even fucking tweet that dude. And he didn't fucking respond to me. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. It may not be him, but he needs to solve it. Whether it's he can do something about it or not, you need to use your reputability as the head of Xbox to solve this situation you have where Halo is being like Apple. Like if we call out Apple, they're gonna leave some evolutionary uh, component of our evolutionary pace out of their next iPhone model. And if we call them out and they're using their necessity as leverage so they could keep getting off on us, like, oh, we'll just have someone else buy we'll just have someone else buy Halo if you fucking are using Halo as leverage, like, oh, there's not going to be Halo anymore if you call us out on getting off on you. Halo is using their game as leverage to get off on me, and this cannot be happening in Halo 6. Very serious. Final thing, the only proof I have, they flagged all my comments on Halo Waypoint due to not tolerating conspiracy theories. Deleted them immediately. We don't tolerate conspiracy theories. And deleted their Halo Tracker forums altogether. So the only proof I have is if you type in Halo Tracker on the Internet Wayback Machine, you can see that prior to October 2017, Halo Tracker had forums, and besides all of their internal proof that they have, if you want to raid them on what they have, or tell them to be honest and tell them I'm not going to have kids unless they give me what I want, because we're going to have like a Deflategate kind of deal where it's a big deal where they got a bunch of complaints on them. It's going to be on like one of these news channels eventually. We got developers getting off on the fucking gamers, and it's false advertising, and it ruins people's years. And yeah, the only proof I have is you can view that Halo Tracker had forums before October 2017, and then later in 2018, after I made a big deal about it, they deleted their forums. And you can see the titles of all the posts on the forums, and it's on the Halo Tracker homepage. And yeah, back up your comrade, Greedy Glutton.